Hey guys, Katie again. Third time's a charm. I'm in my kitchen this time, so I moved over. So we'll see if anyone jumps on this time. People are probably like, no, no more jumping on. Okay, I got someone on. If you are getting on, give me a heart, like, thumbs up, comment below. Just let me know you're here. I didn't get to see who was here last time. I'm actually in my kitchen this time, so I should be able, I'm good. The bars are good. I should be good. I don't know what the deal is with this, but yeah. So I had a rough day today. I had a rough day yesterday. It was not as bad as it has been in the past as far as Mother's Day goes. You know, I was just saying I lost my mother at a really young age. I lost my mom at 14 years old, and it broke me. It was the most challenging thing I've ever had to go through in my life. You know, losing her at 14 and being such a young age, being in high school, being that I wasn't having a great time in high school. It wasn't fun for me. I was picked on a lot, and I really loved to eat, and I would eat treats all the time in school, and I was, you know, pretty heavy. You know, and I used food for comfort all through high school. I used it all the time now. But, you know, I lost my mother at 14, and ever since I've lost her, Mother's Day has been just awful. It's not been fun. That's a big day for me to overeat, to use any kind of my emotion that I was feeling, anger, sadness, whatever. I would use it towards food. And it was just, Mother's Day was not fun for me ever, because I lost my mother at such a young age. So now over the past, you know, year and a half since I've been kind of working on myself, and, you know, I do my meditations, and I'm very spiritual now. Something was different yesterday. Something was different this year. I woke up, I did my meditation, I sat in silence, and I could feel, it was weird, I could like feel her around me. I have pigs all over my house, and her nickname was Piglet. So I literally have pigs all over my house, and it's funny because you walk in and people are like, don't notice the pigs, and then you point them out and you're like, whoa, and then all of a sudden you see all these pigs. So it's kind of funny. So I kind of just like looked at all the pigs this year, and I was just like in a really good place. I just felt like she was here, and I think because of all of the good that I feel in my heart right now, and how I feel, you know, every single day, and how I am working on myself, and how great I feel, and all of that, I really feel like it contributes to that. I just feel like she'd be so proud of me, and that is an amazing feeling, and I just feel like so in touch with her. And it's so different this year, because the other years beforehand I was very angry, I was very sad, I was very depressed, and I was really overlooking a lot of things yesterday, like with my meditation and things, and I was just recalling, you know, all those moms that really helped me through my life. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. I lived with my older sister my senior year of high school, and she helped me, you know, apply for colleges. She helped me be on the basketball team. Like, she just really encouraged me with a lot of things. I finally had rules, like, you know, because when I lost my mom, I was so rebellious, and I finally had rules with my sister. And she really helped me through a lot of things. So Jen, if you're watching, thank you. And, you know, looking at the moms, my friends' moms that have really helped me through a lot of things. One of my best friends, Alana, her mom would take us to the beach and do these fun things with us, and it was amazing. And then, you know, my stepmom, Wanda, who has just been so supportive since I've been doing this, and just has always had my back and supported me with anything I've done. Never been a judgment. She's always known I'm going to do the right things, because she counts on that. She knows I'm a good person. So I'm just really blessed, and that's what kind of how I felt yesterday. But as far as like emotional eating, I would do it beforehand, like before yesterday, like every other Mother's Day, I would like stuff myself until I was bloated and feeling uncomfortable because of my emotions. And that's, you know, kind of how I did things back in the day. That's how I did things for Mother's Day or any kind of day. So yesterday was so different, and I loved that. But I did treat myself yesterday. I woke up yesterday morning, and I felt really good, and I was just like, you know, I'm just going to treat myself. I'm not going to have a plan today. I normally have a plan for these things, because, you know, when you plan for things like this, you really it's really hard to mess up. You know, you always just want to go in with a plan. And I didn't, and I went to a barbecue, and it was fun, and I didn't do so bad. I did have a little bit of dessert, and then I came home for dinner. My boyfriend cooked, and we had his mom over, and we had steak and, not steak, what was it? Ribs in the smoker, and he made like a bunch of bread with like this dip, and I just had a little bit of white bread, and I actually had, I don't know if it's a little bit or not, because I don't eat that much white bread anymore, but it was like 4 pieces, and they were like this big, like small and kind of like chunky or whatever. So right immediately I felt bloated, and I knew I was on a bad path because I had white bread. So I just sat there miserably and couldn't even really talk because I was so tired and so bloated and felt just awful and not myself. I didn't have any energy. My brain was foggy. So I was sitting there, and then his mom left, and I just looked at Mike and I said, I want to go to sleep. And he was like, well, why don't you? And I was like, okay. So I have to work today, and I had to work tomorrow. And if I didn't plan, if I didn't do something, if I went to sleep, I would have messed up because I didn't have a plan. And you have to have a plan going into these things, or you're going to continue to go down that path, to continue to do that, especially when you already have sugar in your system and you're just going to want to crave more. It's just something that happens when you have sugar. So instead, I dragged my butt up and I went to Whole Foods, and I got a big salad, and I made little salads for the next 2 days. I put chicken in the crock pot, and I did really well today. But as far as how I'm feeling, I don't feel so hot. Like right now I feel kind of like hot and sweaty. Maybe it's because our AC isn't on. But I feel like really tired. I had a brain fog today. I just did not feel it, and I was just so tired. It was like hard to really move, and it was a really busy day, and I was just exhausted all day long. I had a major headache at like noon. I had to take ibuprofen for, and I don't get headaches, and it was just really, really crazy. And the craziest part is that I was actually craving sugar all day long. When I went to Whole Foods last night, got the salads and everything, and I wanted sugar. I was like, kept going by their little sugar thing, and I'm like, why do I want sugar right now? It's because I had the white bread and all of those things. So those things will happen. You'll keep craving that sugar because that's just what happens when you have sugar, because your glucose goes up, and then you drop, and then you have this fatigue and this brain fog, and then you want more because you want to go back up with your sugar levels. So that's what happens, and that's what kind of happened to me yesterday. And I finally pushed through it because I've had to do this so many times to get back on track, because that's a life of balance. So kind of tips and my steps that I've done over yesterday and today to ensure that I'm gonna get back on track is to one, I made sure to stop eating yesterday. I stopped eating around 5 after dinner because I didn't want to eat anymore. I needed to have my stomach rest. So I stopped eating at 5, and then today I was gonna wait until noon to actually eat because I really wanted my stomach to digest everything that I had yesterday. So the longer you go, I feel like is the best, at least for me, because it kind of get your mind off that sugar for the breakfast part. But you can also go for a long period of time, let your gut rest, and let just everything kind of heal there as far as bloating. So try to stop eating an hour before you would normally eat and start eating an hour after you eat. That always helps me kind of stay on track, and it helps me kind of get my thoughts together. Planning is key. So last night I went to Whole Foods and made sure to get all the healthy snacks that I needed. I tried to hold off until noon yesterday, but I actually ended up eating at 10 because I was just craving sugar and I was hungry because I didn't have anything sustaining in me. So I had some almonds. I had things that didn't have sugar in it. I didn't even have any wheat today. I had almonds, some avocado. I had a salad. I had chicken. And I had half of an apple. So I try to stay really low sugar, and I think that helps as far as balancing your sugar and hormone levels and your glucose. So I think that's really important. If you go for the healthy fats, the proteins, that will help keep you satisfied instead of reaching for sugar when you really want that sugar. So that's 2. exercise, of course, get that sweat out, get all that toxic stuff out. I did that early this morning. I made sure to get up at 4:30 and I got a 30-minute workout in, and that really helped, not only sweating it out and making me feel good, because it was hard. Like, I was so tired, it was super hard. But it also helps like kind of set my day up right. If I know I worked out, then I can stay on a healthier track, and that's really good. And then always remembering like why you're doing this, how important it is to you to stay on track. It's something that I had to kind of key in and say, hey, this is what I need to do. This is what needs to be done, because that's what I want for myself. This is what I want. And it's kind of like going back to your why, like I did a big blog post on. So that really helped me stay on track. And then I kind of cut myself off tonight. I'm not going to eat again. I stopped eating at like 6. So I'm gonna give my stomach another rest tomorrow, and I'm hoping that tomorrow I feel much better. But I think, you know, just giving your stomach time to digest, and then getting the healthy fats, proteins, and staying away from the carbs and the sugar for just one day, so you can kind of get that out of your system, I feel like is really important. So here I am today. I am starting to get a headache back. I feel like I'm getting that headache back. Have brain fog. I'm exhausted. I'm super tired. I wanted to come home and go to sleep, but I promised you guys a video, and I promised that I would just kind of share what was going on with me, and if I can help someone out there, even if it's just one person, that means the world to me. So that's kind of what's getting me on track. You know, I told my group yesterday, being prepared isn't half the battle, it is the battle. And it's so true, because you know, the more you plan, the more prepared you're going to be for these obstacles or challenges. And if it's something you want bad enough, then you'll do it. And yeah, I feel blessed that I can finally have a balance in my life. And I feel blessed that I've learned these tools and really have been able to really live a balanced lifestyle and not go back to brain fog all the time. You know, when I've been brain fogged, I just feel like I've been like how I used to be, always brain fogged, and that's something that I don't want to be. So that's important to me, and that's what I think is just important to do. If that's something that you want to do, and just make sure it's important. And of course, I'm exhausted, so I am sorry, but I'm gonna head out. Thanks for jumping on, whoever jumped on. I didn't see any comments below. Oh, hey Gail, love you too. I didn't see your comment. Maybe I'm not seeing a lot of comments. Yeah. But anyway, I hope everyone has a great night. I am gonna go head to bed soon and make sure to get some sleep. Sleep's always good too, if you really want to try to you know, get past the barriers of sugar and crap that you had the night before. So I hope this was useful to you. If you have any comments or questions, just let me know. And thanks a lot for jumping on. It's been amazing getting to talk to you guys. If you have any questions,